So if you're like me and you've started a few things, you know that it takes way too long and it costs far too much money. And unfortunately, there's really no way around this. Expect that the work that you're doing now is going to mostly go unseen and is going to waste a heap of time. Let's jump straight into this. So I'm talking today about building foundations. You know, it's the least liked part of doing anything, but it just takes way too long to get anywhere. Now, this picture on screen here is going to be one day a new corporate retreat that we're building in the south coast of Australia, the south coast of New South Wales, some people would like me to say, just to be much more clear. It's a very large building project. Here's my little house. It's going to be over here. And this is going to be a retreat on this other side here. Now, been building this for a very long time, right? It's taken 3.5 years to get to basically this point here, right? That you see on the picture there. There's not much going on, right? Now, that's obviously through planning and going back and forth with the councils and all the laws and the legislation. But it's cost $1.5 million to get to this stage. And as you can see, there's not really much to be seen here. It's just a sink pit of cash. It's just a sink pit of money that we're throwing in here, right? But things are starting to come out of the ground. You can see here in this little picture here, we've got some action. This is actually concrete being poured in here. And we're going to start to see things come out of the ground. And this is exactly how business works, right? It feels exactly the same. And I can tell you this from experience. Built something from the ground up from 0 to 180 mil over 8 to 10 years. We lose track of how long it was, but we know what it feels like to get started. And I'm doing it again with ClipFlow, right? Now, before I get started and jumping in, I want to ask the question in the comments, please. How long do you reckon is a reasonable time to expect a business to grow, right? We see a lot of things on Twitter. I'm interested to hear what you think is reasonable for a business to actually get up and running. All right, so let's jump straight in here to foundations. So when you're building, right, you dig a hole in the ground. So first we dig a hole to get down, or in our case, we like creating a level, but you're doing a lot of earthworks, right? There's called the earthworks or the civil part so that you can actually build on top of that. So we dig and then we add basically a layer of solid base here, and then we build on top because you need a solid foundation to put all that weight on top of, especially if you're going multiple levels. Like you see this in high rises, they dig friggin' for months, they go down before you even see something come up. But once it goes up, it goes really quickly, right? So we need that piece. And if you skip this, right, what does that look like? Imagine skipping this phase, but actually, like in building it, it's like funny, but like in business, it's the same concept, right? But your building's going to fall over. And it's the same with the business, right? We start at the bottom. So we dig down and we start filling this up with skills, right? We're adding skills and we're adding knowledge as we learn, right? So every new industry that you go into, you're going to have to learn a whole bunch of stuff and you'll need to develop a whole bunch of skills, right? And this is what it is building the foundation for our business. We need to do this. Now, an example of this is I built a business. It was massive. It had 400 employees. We knew exactly how to do it. Like it was a walk in the park at the end. Like we knew exactly what we were doing. We were in real estate marketing. It was super easy. We knew the whole business. Transition that now into ClipFlow where we're now entering a new industry, right? It's a whole bunch of stuff we need to learn. How do you even make good content? Why is it important for business? How do you build tools that actually help people get there, right? When we started, we were a YouTube tool only. And over time, we've transitioned. This is only from developing skills and time and knowledge and then building on top of a solid foundation, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you some examples of people who've done a great job of this. So this one's the best. So I did a reel on this a while ago, but it's like Hormozi, right? So Alex Hormozi, if you haven't heard, he recently sold $100 million in US of books. And he did this in 24 hours. So let's go. Maybe it wasn't 20. He did the first one. And I think he cracked that in there, but I'm going to say 48 hours just so we can all he did 2 seminars or 2 live streams, I should say. Now, he had done this as the biggest book launch ever. I think he won a Guinness World Record, or he did win the Guinness World Records, and he absolutely dominated, right? But how was he able to achieve this? Most people never saw any of his early work. Here's a YouTube video sitting alone in his closet talking directly at a camera on like a webcam. But he did this for 7+ years, right? So he took 7 years to build a foundation that he could then go and make $100 million in 2 days. Tell me who can do that? That is unheard of. And he's now cemented himself as a marketing genius, but he took 7 years. That was 7 years of building the foundation, which allowed him to get to that. There's a whole story to it. I won't get too carried away. I do really like Hormozi, but he did a whole bunch of things so that he could get the information and the knowledge to write the best book. And then the way that he marketed and created was genius. If you want to have a look at that, go and do that. It's amazing. Highly recommend. Now, by the time he started creating content, he'd already failed 3 times. His business had failed 3 times. So when he started making content, he was at the bottom, right? So he had to build up a new foundation. And this is the same, right? So that's Hormozi's example. But then there's our example, which is RealHub, right? This is obviously, I can speak to this because I know exactly what happened in it. But before our software became anything, we were a services business, right? And it took us years to actually transition from services into software or a SaaS platform. So we were learning all the things, and we used our platform and our services, I should say, to inform what we built in the platform. And that took time to understand the industry. So that foundational work took many, many years. And like I said, ClipFlow feels exactly the same for us. And that's like also creating content, okay? So it took years to turn into a SaaS, which then meant we were selling our software as a service rather than our physical time and labor as a service and products. And there are many examples of these people. These are just the 2 that I've kind of chosen just to keep this video a bit shorter. Now, what I want to talk about here is how content is very much the same thing. So building a content machine, we want to build a content machine. In this day and age, if you're not making content for your business, you're falling behind, right? Like I would love to say you can just build a great product and people will just come, but unfortunately that's not the truth. You're going to sell in some way. You're going to be needed to do marketing. It could be paid ads. It could be anything. But the better you are creating content, like video and photos and all that, the easier it's going to be because that kind of content is going to be organic, so it can be free and cheaper. But at the same time, it's also going to make you create a better quality video in the end of the day, which you can then sell on in your paid ads. And there's obviously cold outreach and all those other things that are all awesome as well. Content's just super powerful because you can hit a lot of people at one time. Now, I see so many people, businesses especially, think content is a quick fix. Now, this couldn't be further from the truth, right? Organic content takes a long time to get to where you need to do, and you need to build a foundation for your business to be able to do that and leverage content in the right way. So I'm talking to this because it's just something I see all the time, and it can be quite frustrating because people go like, I'm spending all this money and it's just not working, right? And if you speak to any content creator, content creators understand this. Like there's always a saying like your next video could be the one that blows up. Why is that a saying? It's because it's painful. I saw this yesterday, which is just coming to the top of my mind. It wasn't in my notes at all, but it's like Mr. Beast, right? The biggest creator ever. I don't think anyone's ever been. He has, I think it was like 430 million subs in one channel, and he has multiple channels. And there was a video from him he just released because he published it or scheduled it for 10 years ago in 2015 to come out. And it was him basically saying, if he hasn't reached 1 million subs by then, he's a complete failure. And he had heaps of doubt in his mind then, but he just kept going. But for me, it was insane because he's gone from I think he had 8,000 at the time of the video, but he's gone up to 430 million in 10 years. He was building a foundation even while people are just doubting him and just saying he's not going to make it. He literally kept going and has built the biggest content empire. I think he's worth billions of dollars now. And I don't think everything's private, but it's insane, right? So this took 10 years. We look at these people and we say, how do you even do that? You do it from 10 years of hard work, right? And no one wants to hear that because everyone wants the quick fix. So it takes a long time to set up a foundation you can scale on, and it takes a long time to learn what content to make. I think this is the key point. It took him a long time to figure out what was the content that people actually want to watch, right? And this is the same for your business. You need to figure out what content do your customers want to watch. And that's the same as what we're doing. And that's the same what I recommend you do with everything. So the key here for everyone is to keep iterating. This one's the best. Like a lot of people have a lot of knowledge, right? They have a lot of knowledge. They read a lot of books. They never do anything. And I think just you need to get out there and you need to do. You have to actually make the reel. You have to make the video. Then you can get feedback on like it flops or it doesn't, it did okay. Look for the results, look for the ones that do better, and then make more of those ones. And that's how you build a solid foundation for your content, right? Now, to finish this all off before we turn this into a super long video is like, what do we need to do to actually get here, right? So to understand this, it's like you're going to work hard. And the best part about this is that you are going to get better. I love this because I just recently saw a video as well. For me, it was a two-year-old video, and just watching the difference, the night and day in how I can make a video. I'm not an expert, no way. I'm just gone, just put in 2 years worth of time. What does it look like in 10 years? It's going to be insane. So I think Just get out there, just keep doing it. And understand and expect the work you do now will go unseen. No one's going to see the hard work you put in now. It's going to feel like nothing. It's going to feel like nothing's happening. You can just be, and like Daryl puts it so well, one of my co-founders, is he just says, it feels like you're investing into a bank account where you can't see the balance. You just keep putting money in, but you don't know what's going on. You can't see the other side. And this is what it feels like when you're building a business, when you're building content, when you're doing anything of value. This is what it feels like. And then one day, this is my favorite part. One day, you will be an overnight success. Everyone's going to start talking about you. Your business is going to be cranking. And it's just because you've been putting in the work behind the scenes for so long. I guarantee you already know people that you can think about who have come up overnight success, who've only been grinding for 7 years. This is what I love. So hopefully you got something out of that video. If you like this type of content, like and subscribe to the video. We make a heap of content from business lessons, marketing, all the things we learned over time, all the things we're learning on the fly, how we're learning and leveraging content to actually build our business. But until next time, catch you on the next one.